Hi, my name is Keely Smith, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I was adopted at the age of 2 by my loving parents, and I never had to experience foster care. But the number of children in foster care is staggering. As of 2018, there were 437,203 children in foster care. Range from ages less than 1 to the age of 20. 35% of this population is in the age range of 11 to 20. And in my life and a lot of people's lives, that was the worst time in their life because you were dealing with puberty, peer pressure, you were experiencing what it's like to be around drugs, alcohol, sex, stuff that's really hard to understand. But it was easier because I had parents, and I could not imagine not having them. So today I'm going to prove why it's beneficial to adopt teens out of foster care. When in foster care, children can be introduced to drugs and alcohol more frequently than those who aren't because they switch families so much, and the people that they're with may not even care where the child is or whether they've done their homework or went to school. So everything's more lenient. In interviews conducted between December 2001 and June 2003 on 406 17-year-old foster children, 45% said that they had used alcohol or illicit drugs in the past 6 months. 49% said that they had used a drug in their lifetime, and 35% said that they met the criteria for substance abuse disorder. With substance use disorder, you are more prone to get addicted to substances such as alcohol, cocaine, marijuana, meth, and it can be due to your genetics. So you could end up following in the footsteps of your biological parents even if you didn't want to, just because of your environment, what you grew up in, and your genetics combined. In 2011, a study of 3 states showed that 60% of the men who aged out of foster care had been convicted of a crime by the age of 24. 24 is a young age. At 24, some people are still in college. 24, you're just beginning to start your career or see where your life is going. You may even have a child or a husband or a wife. And that's a very young age to be convicted of a crime. I mean, it could be something like petty theft, but it could also be something like murder because of the environment you were raised in and the fact that you may have not been taught right from wrong by the people that you had been raised by because you had jumped around homes so much. The next thing I want to talk about is how teens who age out of the system can end up homeless and not be able to pursue higher education. According to the U.S. Administration for Children and Families, 26% of the teens who aged out of the system had experienced a period of homelessness by the time that they were 21 years old. 21 years is 3 years after they may have been let go from the system, or maybe not even a year, maybe just a few months. But if they would have been adopted, they would have had a home to go to. They would have had someone to stay with. I couldn't imagine being homeless because I know that with my parents, if I ever need a place to stay, they'll always be here. But those children do not have that sense of security. Another thing that was shocking was that, according to the U.S. Administration of Children and Families, only 2/3 of the children who aged out of the system had a high school diploma. After they turn 18, a lot of children in foster care will leave their foster homes because they know it's a matter of time before the foster family kicks them out. And with this, they are ill-equipped to pursue life. They're more vulnerable to homelessness, human trafficking. They could be kidnapped and murdered. And the sad thing is, almost nobody would notice because they don't have a family sitting at home waiting on them. It is very beneficial for the teens to be adopted, but it's also beneficial for you and for your families and for society as a whole to adopt teens. You can keep them out of the crime that they could commit without the family behind them, and you could send them to college and show them that they have someone behind them to support them. Imagine living your life without your parents and the things that they taught you. Imagine how hard that would be. And then try to imagine how they feel and how those children are trying to make their lives better, but may not even have a chance. Thank you.